everyone. In continuation with the linear differential equations, we'll be dealing with the particular integral of the kind x is equals to e to the power x dot phi of x. This phi of x is nothing but any function of x. So prerequisite for this video or this session would be when the x is equals to e to the power x, when x is cos of x or sine of x, or when x is given to you as x to the power m. So these are the prerequisite for this particular lecture. Okay, so if I wanted to have 1 upon f of t getting operated on this e to the power ax into phi of x, then which is same as e to the power ax will come out of this operator, leaving this a with this d. That means the 1 upon f of d is getting replaced as 1 upon f of d plus a. And then this operator 1 upon f of d plus a is getting operated on phi of x, right? And that means what is e to the power x is now free from this operator. It will not getting operated by this operator. Let us go and see this example. So d to the power 4 minus 1 on y is equals to e to the power x cos of x. What are the auxiliary equation is d to the power 4 minus 1, which is this, and d is equals to plus or minus 1 plus or minus I. Because of this 4 over here, we have got 4 different roots. If we have got 4 roots, we will have 4 constants in the complementary function. So what is the complementary function? The complementary function or CF could be as C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power minus x plus, now this is another one is a pair of complex number. So it's e to the power, if you observe here, this is e to the power 0 will come over here and that will give you 1, because here alpha is equals to 0 and beta is 1. And therefore C3 cos of beta is, that is cos of x, plus C4 sine of x. What would be the PI? PI is like 1 upon d to the power 4 minus 1 getting operated on this e to the power x cos of x. Now if you'll observe here this e to the power x, right, what is the value of small a? Small a is, in this case is, small a is 1 over here. And if it is 1, then this when this function is getting, so d will getting clubbed with 1 and I will be getting it d 1 to the power 4, and this e to the power x, if you'll observe, it is coming out of this operator. So now it's been, we have to solve this example now. So this e to the power x out of this operator. So it's 1 upon d plus 1 to the power 4 minus 1. So this e to the power x left plus 1 with this d, and therefore it is d plus 1. So d is getting replaced as d plus 1 to the power 4 and with cos of x. So now if you observe here, now this operator we have to operate on this cos of x. That means what we have to have this cos of x, this formula we should be aware of, this cos of x. What is it? Now we are just replacing that d plus 1 to the power 4. We have got it using the binomial expansion. The coefficients 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, and this a plus b to the power 4. So d plus 1 to the power 4 expansion, we have got it. D to the power 4 plus 4d cube plus 6d squared plus 4d plus 1 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 will go off from here, and this d square. So we are just trying to club everything in terms of d square. Why? Because we need to have, we need to use this d square. We have to replace this d square using the minus a square, right? And that is, this is what is the 1 upon f of t cos of ax formula. So this is nothing but we are replacing every d square by minus of 1. And that is why this adjustment we have done it for, just to make this d square as minus 1 everywhere here. So we have just clubbed this everything together. So it's a d square, the square, so it will give me minus 1 the square, which is 1. 4d as it is, d square is getting replaced as minus 1. 6 as it is, d square is again with minus 1. 4d as it is, and it's cos of d. What is this? This entire thing would give us this e to the power x as it is. As I've told you, this will remain as it is up to the last step. And this cos of x is here, and here this minus 4d and plus 4d will go off from here. We will have 1 minus 6 as minus 5 in the denominator. So we have got e to the power x cos of x upon minus of 5, which is what we have got it particular integral pi of this kind, and therefore the general solution is the CF part and the pi part will club together and will have form the general solution. So general solution is the CF is this C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power minus x plus C3 cos of x plus C4 sin of x minus 1 by 5 e to the power x cos of x. This is what is the example or the solution, complete solution of this equation. D to the power 4 minus 1 on y is equals to e to the power x into cos of x. So if you'll observe here, we have used this e to the power x phi of x, and what is the phi of x in the present case is cos of x. So similarly, you could get this function as x to the power 2, x cube, or it might be e to the power x and so on. So prerequisite for this particular example would be, as I've told the previous lectures. Let us go for this example. This is CF, so it's d square y upon dx square minus 2d plus y is equals to this. So what is this? This d square minus 2d plus 1, which are nothing but the roots are d is equals to plus or minus 1. If the roots are two roots and the x is equals to 1 is repeated 2 times, we'll be having the CF as C1 plus C2x e to the power x. So we have, if you'll observe here, this d is equals to plus 1, right? And plus 1 as the two roots, and therefore we have got this as the CF. What about PI? PI is 1 upon f of t f of x, which is equals to 1 upon d plus 1 the square, right? It's nothing but d square minus 2d plus 1, which is 1 upon d plus 1 the square, x e to the power x sine of x. Now this e to the power x will come out of this in this operator, leaving this plus 1 with a d. So if you'll observe, it's d plus 1 minus 1 from here. So it's like this. This is 1 d plus 1. So this d is getting replaced as over here. And therefore it's d plus 1 minus 1 the square x sine of x, which is equals to e to the power x 1 upon d square x sine of x. What will happen? Now this is 1 upon d square. That means I need to this integrate. So as I have told you, this d is equals to, in the previous lectures also I have told you, d is an differential operator, d upon dx. So what would be the inverse of this? The inverse of this is nothing but the integration, because inverse and the integration and the differentiation inverses of each other. So 1 by d is nothing but will give me the integration. So 1 by x on x will give me nothing but the integration here. So this is the integration here. So it's e to the power x 1 by d integration x sine x dx, which is equals to e to the power x 1 by d. So we have done the integration here by integration u into v rule here. So it's minus x cos of x plus sine of x, right? And again it is getting integrated one more time with respect to x. So again we have to integrate this with respect to x. We will land up with this e to the power x into minus x sine of x minus cos of x minus cos of x. So we have got it here, this general solution, or it's also known as a complete solution, which is CF plus PI. CF is there up, PI is, we have got it. So club together we'll get it complete solution. So this is what is the solution for this particular example. So now what exactly you have understood from here? Whenever we'll be going for this kind of examples, we have to first understand, or we should be aware of, the rules of PI of e to the power ax, sine of ax or cos of ax, and x to the power m. Then only this type of examples would be easy for you to make it understand and solve it thoroughly. I hope you have understood this entire x is equals to e to the power x phi of x. Thank you. Happy learning.